Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me for day 6. If you're practicing in real time, happy Saturday. We are going to start by finding a comfortable space towards the back of your mat if you're on a mat. Maybe it's cross-legged, maybe we have one leg in front of the other. Just really listen to your body and tune into how it feels now. Take whatever support you want to underneath the hips, and then when you arrive, close the eyes or soften the gaze. Feel this lovely long spine, the softness in the shoulders, the release of tension in the face. Right away, tuning into our breath as we arrive in this space today. Taking a moment to appreciate and acknowledge how awesome we are. How amazing it is that we have shown up and committed these practices to ourselves each morning. Slowing the breath down slightly. Inhaling completely, exhaling completely. Nice. 3 more breaths here. On your final exhale, gently flutter the eyes open, bring the right hand down to the ground and reach the left hand tall all the way towards the sky. Take a lovely long breath in and then reach the left hand over towards the right side, feeling the space in the side body as we keep our heart space radiating towards the sky. Nice. Really feel the rib cage and the lungs expand as we inhale. And then everything softening as we exhale, lift up and send the left hand to the outside of the right thigh. Right away we'll come into a twist, right hand swims behind as we keep lifting tall through the spine, shoulders away from the ears, and breathe here. Keeping our lower body rooted to the ground, perhaps we inhale to find even more length and exhale to explore a bit more space in our twist. And on your next exhale, make your way all the way back to center. Send the left hand down, reach the right hand all the way up. Reach for the sky with the fingertips before folding over to the left. Really being mindful that our shoulders aren't creeping up, keeping lots of lovely space around the front body. Nice. On your next exhale, lift up and send the right hand to the outer left thigh. Left hand swims behind. We twist our way into sending some love and kindness to the spine. We're getting the juices flowing in the body, getting the blood moving this morning. Inhaling, lift tall. Exhale, explore your twist. Nice. And on your next breath out, make your way back to center and take the gaze over towards the left side. And then down towards the ground, chin to chest. And over to the right, finding a nice big circle, lifting all the way up. And then sending your circle in the opposite direction. And if anywhere feels a little bit sticky, feel free to stay there. Sending your breath there for a moment or two. And just find a couple of circles in both directions. Move in your own time. There's absolutely no rush here. Remember to really make your movement work for how you are today and how you woke up. And then coming to meet back in the center as we send our legs forward. Lift ourselves off our support, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet to the ground, hands come behind, fingertips facing forwards if we can. If not, we can just bring them out to the side a little bit. And then moving with our breath here if we can, or just making sure we're breathing. As we inhale, we'll lift our heart to the sky, gaze back. Exhale, curl chin towards the chest, spine to the ground behind us. Nice. Inhale, lift, really lift the heart, reach it tall. Exhale, curling the spine back. One more time. Coming into our extension and flexion. Coming back, neutral spine, crossing the right leg over the top of the left. And maybe we walk this left foot a little bit closer towards, and maybe we walk it away again. Listen to the space and where it is today. Keeping the right foot nice and flexed. And then hugging the arms around the right leg as we sit up a little taller. Keep it nice and gentle. And then float the right hand behind as we twist our torso over towards our right knee. Keep this length through the spine and find one breath here. Exhale, release back to center, finding the same little thing on the other side. So crossing the left foot over the top of the right thigh with the hands behind to start. Just easing into this space around the glutes and the hips. Just noticing how one side might feel really different to the other as well. So interesting listening to our body. Taking hold of the left leg, lifting nice and tall. And then left hand floats behind. We twist our way over towards the left knee. Nice. Beautiful. One more breath. And then exhale, release and make your way to a tabletop, all fours with the wrists beneath the shoulders, knees beneath the hips. Find your really sturdy foundation, long back. And when you're ready, float the tailbone down, lift the spine, cat pose. Take any movement you want to here before making your way into cow, lifting the tailbone and the gaze. And find your freestyle moment. So maybe we circle the hips one way and then the other. Maybe we take our gaze over one shoulder and then the other. But keep the spine moving. Imagine it's floating as individual parts, one vertebrae at a time. And making this next cow pose your last one. Taking a full inhale and exhale before coming back into our neutral spine. Tucking the toes under, we reach the hands forward. Pressing down through the palms, we lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Keep it soft for our first Adho Mukha Svanasana of the day. Bend those knees, pedal the heels, and breathe into the shoulder space. Feel free to take whatever movement feels good. Really listen to where we want to find a little bit more length. If anywhere is feeling particularly stiff or tight. Nice. And then staying in your down dog, or we have the option to come down to the ground in our tabletop. We'll float the left leg off the mat. And then just like we did yesterday, we'll bend the left knee and start to find circles through the hips. So take that pencil or pen and place it on the kneecap as we carve a line through space. We'll find 3 circles one way and then 3 circles in the opposite direction. Really see if we can exaggerate this movement. There's no rush here. Mindful we aren't dumping into the right side, and then whenever you're done, we'll hover the left knee forwards and step it all the way up, coming into a lunge. So if you need to give your left foot a helping hand, then feel free to do so. And we can either stay with our back knee on the ground or tuck the back toes under as we lift the back knee off. Keep sending away through the heel if we do this. Wherever we are, reach the hands forwards, up and towards the sky. Soften the shoulders, take a breath in and out. And then holding onto the right wrist with the left hand, we'll reach tall and then fold over to the left side. Nice. Keep that front knee over the front ankle. And then release, come back to center, frame the front foot. And everybody either lifting to down dog or tabletop, all fours. Choose your own adventure. When you arrive there, send the right leg off the mat. Bend the right knee and carve the line through space, finding your 3 circles in both directions. Nice. Whenever you've done, hover that right knee forwards, connect to that center, and then step it on up. Back knee lifted or lowered, we reach the hands forwards, up, and soften the shoulders. Taking the left wrist with the right hand, we reach tall and then fold over to the right side. Nice. Make your way all the way back to center. Frame the front foot. And everybody, this time make your own way to downward facing dog. So lift the hips nice and high. And we can take 5 more breaths in our down dog, or take our knees nice and wide. Big toes coming to touch, sit our hips back in our child's pose. Wherever you are, listen to the movement that feels good. So if you're in down dog, maybe you're wiggling your hips. You could even be doing so in child's pose. That can feel really good. And after your 5th and final exhale, make your way to downward facing dog. We'll meet everybody there. And walking the feet forwards towards the hands in a forward fold. Feet, hips distance apart. Head, neck and arms nice and heavy. Inhaling, we lift up halfway. Find your version of a flat back. Exhale, we fold. Pressing down through the feet to rise up slowly this time. Stacking the spine 1 vertebra at a time. And when we arrive in our mountain pose, reach the hands all the way up. Soften the shoulders. Find a glorious breath in. And out. Release the arms. Sending the right arm down the right leg. Left hand will reach up the side body. Feel it tracing across the ribs and then reaching all the way up. Maybe we reach towards the sky, or perhaps we find a little fold over towards the right side. Taking your gaze down towards the ground as we breathe in and breathe out, slowly lifting back up, coming over to the left side. Right hand traces up the right side body and then reaches and lifts all the way up. Folding over, take the gaze down to the left. Nice, lift all the way back up. Both hands reach for the sky. And we twist our body over towards the right side. So take our arms nice and wide. Imagine we have these 2 headlights on our hip points as we keep the hips facing the front of our mat. And then lifting the arms all the way up, we twist over to the left. Beautiful. 1 more time to each side. Maybe we speed this up just slightly. Keep the breath slow and controlled. Nice. Then lifting all the way back up to center. Take 1 breath here. And release, fold forwards. Taking the hands underneath the feet, so the backs of the hands are on the ground. Our palms are touching the soles of our feet, and bend the knees as generously as you need to here. On an inhale, start to lengthen the legs and find a lovely long spine as much as we can. And then exhale to bend the knees. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Once more, sending some love to those hamstrings. And release. Nice. Planting the palms, both feet step back. Downward facing dog. And then this time, walking the feet back to the hands. Inhale, we'll lift halfway. Exhale to fold. Pressing down, we rise up all the way up to mountain pose. Hands come to the heart. And then releasing, stepping our left foot forwards. Coming to find our warrior 1. So we know our warrior 1. Taking our hands to our back thighs, we spiral it forwards, internally rotating. Front knee bends over the front ankle. Hands lift And then softening the arms, coming to cactus arms, so bending those elbows. Nice. Straightening through the front leg now. We'll bring our hands to our hips, and although we're straightening the leg, we aren't locking into the knee joint, so keep a micro bend here. Lifting lovely, long and tall from our tailbone to our crown as we hinge forwards from the hips. Nice, only go as far as we can until our spine starts to round. And if we have a brick or a block or a book, whatever, in our at-home practice, we can take it now, bring it to the inside of our left foot. Place the hand on the brick at whatever level you want to, and then bring the right hand to the rib cage. And keeping the hips where they are, so this back thigh spiraling forwards will spiral our ribs over towards the right side. Nice, lots going on here, so take it steady and breathe deep. We can keep our hands on our ribs if we like as a reminder, or bring the hand to the small of the back. Maybe we reach it for the sky, coming into triangle pose, Trikonasana. Really rooting down through all four corners of both feet. If our back heel's lifting off, maybe we want to bring our leg a little bit closer or lift our support a bit higher. So find one breath here before releasing, unraveling back into our warrior one, bending the front knee and stepping the back foot to meet the front foot at the back of your mat. Taking a breath in, wiggling it out as we breathe out. And then stepping the right foot forwards, turning the left toes out. We find our warrior one. Back thigh spirals towards the front. Arms reach, elbows soften. Keep thinking of this length through all four sides of the torso. As we straighten through this front leg, keep the micro bend. Hands come to the hips as we start to grow and hinge forwards. And taking our brick to the inside of the right foot now, but keeping our length first. Noticing how one side might feel different to the other, so staying present. And then right hand comes down, left hand comes to the rib cage as we really find this twist through the center and open our ribs to the left side of the mat. Perhaps the left hand comes to the small of the back, maybe it reaches for the sky. Grow your own triangle pose. Nice. Keep the muscles of the face soft. Don't forget to smile. And on your next exhale, unravel slowly. Bend the front knee, warrior one. And stepping that front foot all the way back, coming to a mountain pose. Shaking it out here, rolling through the ankles and the wrists. Before finding stillness, hands together at the heart. I thank you so much for joining me as always, you beautiful, amazing human being. Have a wonderful rest of your day. From my heart to yours, namaste.